Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online, the Necrom update, and our Dark Elf Arcanist. Thank you guys for clicking on the video, and for joining me here today. I do appreciate it, and I hope you are all doing well. We are out to catch a thief. We need to catch the Lark. He has stolen, well, an important holy relic for the people here, and we are helping to get that back. We are headed over to the Bandari camp. And it seems like the Elder, who seemed like a good guy at first, it seems like he might have actually had something to do with everything that's happening here. Oh no. They're not all dead, are they?
Walker, help.
Oh
Please.
yeah, they're not doing good. Bloody cloth. Never a good sign. Ransom note. Thief, you do not know Shadea, but the Elder Elisiru Drew told this one everything about his little scheme and your part in it. Shadea thinks the talisman will be a better payout than the meager gold her band is getting from these peddlers. If you wish for the Elder and his remaining family to live, bring the talisman to the abandoned outpost east of camp. So it's the mercenary leader. Any tricks and we will paint this outpost with the blood of the Bandari, Shadea. It was the really tall cat lady who was the leader of the band of mercenaries. We'll just use the cooking fire, no big deal. Provisioning. To obtain provisioning ingredients from non-trophy fish, you must first fillet them. Oh. Cool. I'd love to learn about professions in this game. And if are there any professions that I should really do while leveling up?
They're still alive in the ruins. Walker, please. Save my family.
What happened? Who did this?
Shadea kept pushing to leave. Elir Sudro insisted we stay. And then he told her everything. The relic, the thief, secrets we swore to keep. He spoke on the ice value to the Bandari, but she heard only the promise of coin.
What did she do with the others?
Took them to the ruins. The relic is the price of their lives. Too late for me, Walker. Please, find the Lark. Save the others.
I'll do what I can. Is she dead? Oh no!
Everything went off without a... Wait. Where is everyone?
He didn't expect the mercenary leader... Because he was in on it with the Elder. I'm pretty sure he and the Elder were in on it together. And he didn't expect the Elder to tell the mercenary lady, or for her to go bonkers, wanting to sell it for money and kill everybody. Or, well, not kill everybody, but she killed this lady. Everyone else is being held ransom.
What happened here? Did you do this?
No.
I knew Relasi was desperate to get me, but I never thought she'd order something like this.
Shadea did this. She left a ransom note.
Shadea? Why did he tell her? That old cat is too quick to assume the good in everyone. And perhaps I'm about to make the same mistake, but I'll ask it plainly. Can I count on your help in rescuing my client and his family or not?
Yes, absolutely. But you don't get paid unless you rescue them, do you?
You think the Bandari are paying me? They could barely afford to pay their mercenaries. The Lark of Rosgard never leaves a job unfinished. Simple as that.
Why would you agree to steal something without getting paid for it?
Stealing is so inelegant a word for what I do. I prefer to think of it as reacquisition. And the simple answer is that some things are much better earned than bought. Trust, for example. If I give you the talisman, will I have earned yours?
Yeah. What's your plan?
When we get to the ruins, I need you to barter with Shadea. Do whatever you can to keep her occupied with the talisman. While you do that, I'll do what I do best. It's a gamble, but I think we can pull it off.
I might have some questions first.
I have some answers, but let's not go on too long. As much as I'd welcome seeing Relasi, I think it's best if we keep ahead of her for the moment.
Why did you agree to steal the talisman of St. Voorhees for the Elisiru Drew?
I met Elir Sudro with a bounty on my head. He could have turned me in for the payout. Instead, he welcomed me into the caravan. And that story of his ancestor tricking St. Voorhees into coveting the Eye of Bandar always stuck with me.
So you're repaying him for a favor.
The Bandari believe that favors should be passed on, not repaid. The Lark of Rosgard was born from that idea. Still, we both always wanted to reclaim the Eye of Bandar, so we planned it with some trickery of our own.
Why did he decide to bring the caravan all the way here for something so risky?
Leave that to the customs of the Bandari. His family wanted to reclaim the Eye just as much as him. Going alone was never an option. Still, the camp was vital to misdirect investigation, just as the Lark of Rosgard serves to misdirect motive.
Do you keep any of the things you steal?
Reacquire, not steal. And no, the only things I keep are memories and my notorious name.
So he's not really stealing things for himself, he reacquires them for other people. If you left the crypts before me, why did I reach the campsite before you?
You really don't trust me, do you? If you must know, I was waiting until you ran off to try and catch a moment alone with Relasi. If I had known what happened with Shadea, I would have come straight here.
What did you end up saying to Relasi?
Nothing. All the times we met before, there was this fire in her eyes when she pursued me. Now it's gone. I think I pushed her too far this time. I thought making my presence known would have just made things worse, so I left her alone.
And so what's the story with you and Relasi?
She was on duty guarding the library of Vivek when she almost caught me reacquiring a rare first edition on behalf of the original author. She took it very personally, and she's been obsessed with catching me ever since.
Has she ever come close to catching you?
Oh, sure. Within kissing distance every time we've met. The only reason she hasn't yet is luck. Plain and simple. But you'll never see me admitting that to her. Better to leave her thinking I'm at least one step ahead.
And are you always so flirty with her? I think we know the answer to that.
She's obsessed with my every movement. But I'm the flirty one. Sure. Oh, I wonder if she'll be jealous when she finds out we've been working together.
She seemed pretty insistent that you worked alone.
I keep telling her we should run away together. That's probably what she tells herself to keep from saying yes.
No.
I'll meet you at the ruins. Remember to keep Shadea talking as long as possible.
Somebody in a comment mentioned that we could interrupt that cast, but no matter what I hit the button itself again, it doesn't interrupt it. Oh, holding in both of the mouse buttons interrupts it. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I oftentimes let that run because I didn't know we could actually stop it. I thought if we could stop it, hitting the button again would have done it.
Come no closer or this one will bleed out the
I
elder.
can't come closer this way anyhow.
Where is the thief?
Shadea, please. This one is sure that
Oh no, we're
Walker
stuck.
means no harm. We can talk through this, yes?
You should have kept your nose to yourself, Walker. This does not concern you.
I have the Talisman of St. Voorhees.
What? Where did you... It does not matter. Give it to Shadea, now!
What are you planning to do with the Talisman?
With so many hands grasping for it, someone must pay well for it, yes? Shadea is losing patience. Toss it over now.
I'll throw it on the count of 3. 1, 2...
What was that? No!
Goodbye.
Curse you, thief! No! You will pay for this, Walker. Surrender the talisman or the others die.
Please, Walker. Save this one's family. Give her the talisman if you must.
That's Relassi. Follow my lead and play along.
Stop right there!
You've tricked me out of the talisman, but you'll never catch me alive!
Scoundrel! Thief! The pariah curse you and hound your steps for all your days!
Well, that was convincing. Where are the others? I came as quickly as I could. As soon as I saw what happened at the camp, I followed the tracks here to the outpost. But Vec, what a terrible thing. If there are any others left alive, we need to save them.
What happened back at the shrine?
I'd have been here sooner, but High Priest Treelam kept badgering me with questions. He hasn't even realized his precious relic was replaced with a fake. When I got there, he'd taken it off the pedestal and was clutching it to his chest.
So you're not worried about finding the original talisman?
While there are lives at stake, I couldn't give a nix. If you can go after them, I'll escort the Elder here safely out of the caverns. Can I still count on you?
Yes, absolutely.
This one is not injured, Walker. Perhaps it is a better fate than he deserves.
What happened back at the camp?
This one misplaced his trust, and now pays dearly for it. Those who tried to fight back were killed. Please, Walker, none of this was worth the lives of my family. Save who you can.
I'll follow Shadea and see what I can do. One of the things I really love about this game is how much of the questing and adventures take place in dungeon-esque environments. As opposed to other MMOs like, you know, Final Fantasy XIV and World of Warcraft, where like all of the questing and story, like a lot of it just happens out on the surface of the world. You know, you go to a place on the surface of the world, you do a couple things, that's the quest. I really enjoy coming into these like more isolated locations where everything feels like a solo dungeon. It's really, really cool. Well, here we go. We are about to throw down.
You will not give the talisman willingly? Face Shadea's blade and suffer.
Whoa. Now would be a good time to have a heal. Some kind of heal. Maybe I should pick up the heal from the healing tree. Hey, how's it going? I'm assuming we can't free them until we are corporeal again.
You will not give the talisman willingly? Face Shadea's blades and suffer!
This one has risked too much to forfeit now.
Yeah, I mean, she's really hard to beat. I could keep trying to revive here. I don't know if maybe I'm not going to be able to do this without some kind of heal. There's probably like healing potions in the game, or something that I would actually know about if I like played the game when it first came out a little bit more and the content was all like a little bit harder. But yeah, with the content being all pretty simple except for a few encounters, I'm not even sure how we would heal up. Let's see if maybe, do we have a potion? We have a sip of health. I don't really know even how I would use this, except by coming into my menu. We don't seem to have like any way to slot it to anything. I could just try not to get hit more, you know, that could be possible. We could take these. I don't know what that's gonna do. Maybe give us some more HP. Yeah, let's try it again.
You will not give the talisman willingly? Face Shadea's blades and suffer!
Yeah, I really don't know. I feel like I'm definitely missing something. Well, I'll try one more time maybe. And if we have to, I'll just have to put the quest on hold. Maybe we come back later. If I just had a little bit more HP, you know, that could definitely be a thing. I also wish I just knew how to slot stuff. It feels like we should be able to slot things. I have a couple of like buttons here. Quick slot. Yeah, I'd love to quick slot things. I just don't see a way to actually do it. That's my biggest problem right now. My other problem is that now I have like a square above my head that I don't want. Oh god. Okay. Maybe I can just creep around here. If I just creep around here and maybe I just complete the quest and I don't kill her. That's like our other option.
My thanks, Walker.
Yeah, she doesn't seem very observant of us. If I can get out of here without fighting her, I'm going to do that.
This one shall pay your favor.
That's it. We're doing it that way. I'm not going to kill her. Mainly because I can't. So what I learned from this encounter was that I probably need some more HP. And I definitely need to get that heal spell unless I can figure out how to slot healing potions. Because that was really rough. Having a couple of melee attacks might have been good too. So maybe I should look into that. Maybe settle on an actual weapon set that I want to use. I don't think I want to use a two-handed weapon, but I don't know.
The others just passed me. They're safe. Now all that remains is to decide the fate of the Talisman of St. Voorhees.
What if Erlasi tells the High Priest about you working for the Bendari?
She wouldn't. The only person Relasi wants to suffer for this crime is me. And she still needs to catch me. Besides, if the High Priest knew about her little stunt with the replica talisman, she'd be finished. We've got that we can hold over her.
What if she tells the High Priest the truth about the replica herself?
Way ahead of you. While you were saving the hostages, I doubled back and managed to steal Relasi's replica off the High Priest personally. Serves him right for not listening to my favorite armiger in the first place.
Why did you do that?
So I could give it to you. Will you honor the patron saint of House Telvanni by restoring his shrine's most beloved spoil of war? Or will you don the mask of the pariah and deliver them the replica? The choice is now yours.
You're trusting me.
For everyone involved to keep their desired reputations, there is no one else I can trust with this decision. It has to be you. I mean, I know what I'd do, but it's in your hands now.
Explain this choice to me. Why does it matter that I have both the replica and the original talismans?
As far as Relasi knows, you only have the original talisman. If you give the original to Elier Sudro and the replica to Relasi, she'll have to pretend it's the real thing, or get herself in a whole world of trouble by admitting how she lost it.
And if I choose to give Relasi the original?
Then you'll have honored the tribunal and saved the shrine of St. Voorhees from a fate of worshipping a worthless trinket with no real mystical properties for time immemorial. Or perhaps they'd be doing that either way. Who can say?
You don't feel any sympathy for the followers of St. Voorhees, do you?
What they don't know won't hurt them. The Eye of Bandar has been lost for generations, and yet the Bandari kept its legend alive through stories. Is the faith in St. Voorhees so fragile that the loss of one relic would send it crumbling?
What exactly is the significance of the Eye of Bandar anyway?
That question, my friend, would be best asked of Elier Sudro. Though if you've heard the tale of his little ancestor, you may have some understanding of it already.
Why are you trying to help out Relasi?
Relasi has made things hard for herself, remaining a decent person in her line of work. Even her making that replica was done with the best of intentions. Chasing someone for so long with little to no headway can't be easy. She deserves a win.
Are you turning yourself in?
When we've just started having fun? No. The Lark's got plenty of work to do, believe me. And if I wind up playing the fool in Relasi's story more often, I think that's something I can live with.
She seems pretty intent on catching you, not just you playing the fool.
Relasi follows a code, as did St. Voorhees, as do the Bandari. As I do, and I'm sure you do too. Our codes clash and harmonize. Most of the time, they pass in quiet opposition. I'm holding out hope that Relasi and I will harmonize again someday.
Will failing this heist ruin your reputation?
No. See, the important thing here is that Relasi didn't catch me. In fact, you looking like you caught me works in my favor. Trust me, she needs the encouragement. It'll keep her from giving up.
Why is that a good thing for you?
My reputation wouldn't be half of what it is today without Relasi making me notorious. That's a valuable thing to have in a long-term adversary. And she keeps me on my toes. That's useful. Even if I'd much rather she have me on my back.
Oh, wow. On that note.
See you around, stranger. And send my fondest farewells to Relasi, will you?
I think we're gonna give the talisman to Relasi. Yeah, I think so. I understand, like, it's their culture's relic or whatever, but it ended up where it ended up, and I think giving it to her probably has the best chance of actually helping her out.
You're back, just as we planned. You know, I half wondered if you were going to come back at all. Rather, I thought you would, but I also thought I knew everything there was to know about the Lark of Rosgard. Loath as I am to admit it, I was wrong.
I have both the real talisman and the replica you made.
The Lark gave them to you, did he? Why? Everything he's done today has questioned what I thought I knew about him, including putting this choice in your hands.
Are you going to tell the High Priest that you made a replica without his knowledge?
If I do, I'll most certainly be stripped of my title as a buoyant armiger. I'll be severely limited in my capacity to stay on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard, and who else is going to apprehend him, if not me?
So you're not going to? That's fair.
The High Priest doesn't need to know the full details of our investigation, but I need something to return to him. You have something, don't you?
I'm gonna give her both the replica and the real talisman.
Thank Vivek, I had lost all hope. I'll destroy the replica and learn from this day. The only thing I did right was enlist your help. May we meet again. And the next time I cross the Lark of Rosgard, may it be the last.
Yikes.
Salem Mora remains ever the same. And yet everything has changed for me. I thought I knew everything about the Lark of Rosgard, but I didn't. I tried to stop one crisis of faith and ended up with my own.
What will you do now?
I'll send a report to my superiors. I'll remain in Salem Mora for a few days, just to make sure it's safe. And then I'll likely be back on the trail of the Lark of Rosgard.
How did you manage to make such a convincing replica of the talisman?
Oh, I've always had an eye for that sort of thing. The sacred gem looked enough like moonstone that I made it work in a pinch. A little bit of weathering, using some basic spells, and that's it. Sometimes I wonder if I got in the wrong line of work.
It sounds like you'd be better off doing what the Lark does. How did you manage to replace the original with the replica without the High Priest noticing?
It's just being furtive and aware of your surroundings. I suppose I have some sort of intuition I've picked up from my work on... You know what? I'm going to stop this line of questioning right here.
Right. What did I say?
No. I get enough teasing about how good a thief I'd be from the Lark of Rosgard.
Right.
I don't need it from you two. Now run along before I decide to change my mind about not taking anyone into custody for this case.
Fair enough. Well, that was a fun one. A little bit more lighthearted than some of the other
Armiger
questlines.
Relasi, your efforts in returning this relic to our shrine will be noted.
Will be noted. Not rewarded, they'll just take a note of it. I want some more HP. Yeah, for next time we're getting hit a lot. And I think I definitely, you know, I could morph one of these abilities. But honestly, I think I should get the heal. I'm gonna get the heal. I'm also gonna change a couple of my key bindings to some of the buttons that I have on my mouse. I have a Logitech G600 MMO mouse, and I have the mouse keys bound to my F keys, and I would like to be able to hit some of my abilities with the mouse. Let's see. Controls. There we go. Nice. Alright, with that one done, where are we headed next? I kind of want to go down here. It's a trial, I don't know what it is. We could travel to it? I'm gonna run. Because I don't know what, if anything, we might find along the way. And a couple of you guys have recommended that exploring around and traveling around the environments is a good idea. So we'll have a little run down that way. And if we need to, whenever we want, we can teleport back up here and continue on with one of our other objectives. Weirdly, all the music has stopped. There it goes. I just had to talk about it. This looks like another one of those like big bosses, like what we encountered back up here before.
Come, test your mettle against my Menacle. The finest fighting.
It doesn't seem like we should go at this alone. Now there are a couple other players here. Also, one of my abilities taunts, and I kind of want to make sure that I don't do that one.
I may have to add you to my collection, or you can cause any more damage. Henchmen, to battle! Henchmen, to battle!
Yeah, having the heal is definitely crucial. That was nice. I enjoyed that once we weren't just taunting on accident and getting killed because of it. Now, let's see. I did get a couple of different items. And I'm wondering if I should mess around with some bow skills, potentially. We also have a one-handed weapon. We have 2 one-handed weapons. Can we dual wield? We can dual wield. And that's a pretty cool looking sword. I mean, dual wielding seems like it would be more interesting than just the two-handed weapon. I just don't know if I want to spend any points on it, you know what I mean? What else did we get? We got a bow. I'd contemplated maybe going into bows, but we already have so much ranged abilities that, you know, maybe that's kind of wasteful. We got some kind of long jacket. Adds to stamina. Sturdy block. Does it look cool? It does look really cool. And right now we're gonna go by like what looks cool. If we get a piece of gear and it looks cool, I'm probably gonna equip it. I know that I probably want to stack magicka, which means I probably want light armor. But we'll go with this for now. And we'll do a little bit of dual wielding and see. I don't often let things even get close enough to melee them. What is this? Oh, there's a delve over here. Sky Shard Hint, atop the central scaffolding in the Dunmer Crime Syndicate lair. We need to make our way over to that. And there's another quest over here, that's awesome. I love exploring around and stumbling upon a quest that otherwise, if I was just following the main story stuff, I never would have found this guy.
Why are all the
I know you.
Fetchers?
I know this guy. When we played on the Templar, we met him. We met a lot of really awesome Dark Elf characters on the Templar. Some of them, like Neryu, I hope we meet Neryu again. And if we're meeting Ashur, then there's a chance that we will. I really love that story with those characters, and I just wish I had been experiencing it on a class-race combination that I vibed with a little bit more.
I hope you don't work for my quarry. No, you don't look a type.
I wonder who he's after.
Huh. I'd rather not have to do everything myself. How would you like to be a distraction? The Morag Tong are keen to see this writ taken care of, so there's plenty gold to share.
It's awesome coming across this guy because I actually know a little bit about the Morag Tong and the Assassin's Guild and how they operate and stuff. So this is really nice.
The punishment of Luafan Romavel. She convinced those Commona Tong scoundrels to take Argonian soldiers hostage and force the Ebonheart Pact to pay a large sum for their release. I'm here to ensure that her plan fails, and she never hatches another.
So what do you want me to do?
You're a distraction and a secondary measure. We cannot let either Luafan or the soldiers remain in their current positions. Free the soldiers and do something to draw out Luafan. Sound an alarm, make noise, but leave the kill to me.
Right, he has to kill her. Alright, I'll free the Argonians and help you kill Luafan Romavel.
With you providing a distraction, this writ just got significantly easier. Commona Rune is just ahead. Are you ready to see what traitorous cretins like Luafan Romavel and the Commona Tong can do?
Tell me more about Luafan.
Well, aren't you demanding? She's an enterprising member of the Commona Tong, a group of Dark Elf lowlifes. They believe in a lot of nonsense. The competitiveness of their smuggling prices, Dark Elf superiority, the security of Commona Rune.
If the Commona Tong is keeping the soldiers hostage, why does your writ focus on one Dark Elf?
It was her idea to capture the soldiers and threaten the entire Ebonheart Pact. Of course, she's the one I've been contracted to kill.
How does this threaten the Ebonheart Pact?
Think about it. How would you react if one of your allies held your soldiers hostage?
Yeah.
That's why I incorporated releasing the prisoners into my plan. Is it a little more work? Yes. But in this instance, it's worth the effort.
I know who he is, but I'll ask him in case you guys aren't familiar with this, sure.
All you need to know is that I'm an agent of the Morag Tong.
What are the Morag Tong?
You see the blades, do you not? I grant the fool unfortunate enough to become my target, the long sleep. And before you ask, the Morag Tong aren't affiliated with the Commona Tong.
So you only kill your target?
No reason to wet my blade with the blood of the unworthy. And I don't kill for money or superstitions like the Dark Brotherhood. Writs are issued to us by the Grand Master and sanctioned by the great houses.
So this is legal. It is legal.
Of course. It's a means of keeping the houses in check, if you will. The existence of the Morag Tong ensures peace is maintained. A writ is sanctioned, and we act. We do not get to choose. So the Grand Master decrees, so it will be done.
And what is this place?
You mean you don't know? Why come out here then?
To explore the map.
Well, it's a smuggler's den of the usual unsavory dreck. Are you familiar with the Commona Tong?
Not at all.
They're criminals who hold on to archaic ideals. It's no coincidence they devised a plan to capture Argonians. Dark elves have a sordid history with certain races, and the Commona Tong find pride where others see vile history.
So they're xenophobic.
Quick to the draw, aren't you? They have foolishly short memories if they think the old ways are best.
Do you know where they're keeping the soldiers?
All I've been able to gather is that the prisoners are separated, and probably in different buildings around Commona Rune. They may even be guarded. Try to make as much noise as possible. You are creating a diversion.
All right. Let's do it.
Remember, you're my distraction. Make a commotion in there.
Oh, we know how to make a commotion. And he knows how to stay just out of our range. Homespun breaches of Magicka sound good. Yeah, adds Magicka. I think I do want more Magicka. Let's do that.
These smooth-skinned fools will regret capturing me.
Those kiting creatures? Too many legs.
These dung beetles insulted me for the last time. Tied up with trolls?
Oh. Ouch.
I thought I'd be tied up there for ages.
Where is that Swit? Doesn't she know how inconvenient this is? Where is it? Oh, there. That gong. Ring it. She has to come see why it sounded. Ring it, and I'll introduce Luafan to my blades.
Intruders? What's going on here?
Nice.
Finally. I'll meet you outside. Free the prisoners if you haven't already.
Alright. Yeah, we already freed all of them. we have respawns. We are going to try to run past and leash the respawns. Maybe not the best idea. Yeah, they have a lot of abilities to just kind of stop us dead in our tracks, don't they? Oh no, we can't zone out while we're in combat? I did not realize that. I might have played this a little bit differently. Yeah, apparently we can't zone out if we're in combat. Which I guess makes a certain kind of sense. Maybe we leashed some of them though, like maybe some of them leashed. Yeah, I feel like some of them leashed. Maybe we're good now. There we go. It wasn't too bad.
Captured by a Dark Elf, then freed by one. Do you think I'm just going to ignore the...
I don't care what you do, as long as you don't mention my part in it. I don't know how that sergeant knew about my involvement. I hoped having you free them would rid me of this inconvenience. Still, despite this unfortunate turn of events, I ended Luathan, and you followed directions well.
I thought you needed me to free them to cause a distraction.
Why can't both be true? I told you what you needed to know, but yes, I hoped the soldiers would know only your face. Still, I promised you a reward. Take it.
Ooh.
We should part ways before we attract any more
Very
unwanted
nice.
attention. Now, it's off to Necrom for me. Don't be offended, but I hope I don't see you there. Not for a writ, anyway.
What are you going to do in Necrom?
You know which organization I belong to and what I do for them. Surely the answer to your question is obvious. I don't know the specifics yet, but I'll find more details once I'm there.
And what about the Argonian soldiers?
Now, why in oblivion are you worried about them? They're soldiers. They know how to fend for themselves and how to find their commanders. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Why did you ask them not to mention your involvement?
We did our part and freed them from the Commona Tong's grasp. The root of the problem has been solved. If they talk about either of us, then this nuisance may become a much larger mess. And as of right now, it's a mess that I do not have to clean.
I see. We hit level 7. Let's see. I'm gonna go another point into HP. And we could learn some weapon skills. I just don't really know if we need to. That's all. Reduces effectiveness of snares. That could be good. Evocation increases magica recovery by 2% for each piece of light armor equipped. Okay. Increase your health recovery for heavy armor. If we morph this, we can get a new effect. Heal yourself and apply minor lifesteal. That seems really good. Converts into a stamina ability. I don't want it to do that. I think I'm gonna go here. That way we'll get a little lifesteal right away when we open up in a fight. Alright, there are a couple other things to investigate over here. I think what I'll end up doing is we'll investigate this stuff and then we'll make our way along this path here. And we'll see if we find any more side quests or any more delves. I've had a lot of fun exploring this entire area and discovering all the different side quests. We do have this. Meet Laramil the Wise and Necrom, but I think we will work our way back up here. And then we can always come back down here later on. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you. I'm going to take a break here for today. But I am having a lot of fun in ESO again, and I'm really, really loving the class. I'm liking all the stories too. It's been really interesting, all the different little side stories. They always live in my head. After I'm done playing the game, I often find myself thinking about the characters we met and the things that we've done. And that's really good. It's really good when I know I'm liking a game when I'm thinking about it, when I'm not playing it. So yeah, it's been a great time. Thank you guys for being here for it. Until next time, take care of yourselves out in the real world and take care of each other. And we will see you back here again sometime very soon. Bye for now.